దేవతలు నివసిస్తూ ఉంటారు అంటారు. ఆకాశంలో సగం మనము అంటున్నాము, ఆకాశంలో సగం మనము అంటున్నాము. సమానత్వాన్ని మనము సాధించగలిగామా అనేది ఒక ప్రశ్న.
Where a rape victim, if she comes, she gets all the help under one roof, legal help, all kind of help. Along with, we have started a court also for the children in the same premises. So we are trying to, Supreme Court actually lauded, appreciated our effort, and we have started 4 more in other districts. I think somebody is helping me paint my PPT very nicely. Thanks a lot for that. And so today's topic, so that's about Taruni. You can all help me in doing my work. You can volunteer, because we have so many volunteers coming in and helping. We run rural resource centers where these young girls from other cities, they try to teach our children not only academics but also other things. So you can also help us from your home, and you can contact me anytime. You can Google about my number, you will get it. So you can contact me if you want to help me. So this is about Taruni. And when you come to, when we speak about women empowerment, you all know empowering a woman is maybe making some effort to see that there is no discrimination, and also challenging the regular stereotypes in the society, and maybe creating an equal world. That is actually, I think, it's all the dream. It's the dream of every girl child, that we should have an equal opportunity. Definitely, it's a difficult one when there is so much of patriarchy in the system. So when I see things changing, I feel very happy. Today only I met one lady. She works as a maid, and she was telling me very proudly that, అమ్మా మా పిల్లలు బాగా చదువుతున్నారమ్మా, ఏం చదువుతున్నారు అని అడిగాను. అంటే మా పెద్ద చదువులే చదువుతున్నారు. షీ వాస్ షైయింగ్, వై ఆర్ యూ సో ఫీలింగ్ సో షై అని అడిగాను నేను. అడిగితే, అమ్మా మా 2 అబ్బాయిలు ఇంజనీరింగ్ చదువుతున్నారు, చిన్న అమ్మాయి 8th class చదువుతుంది. సో ఐ వాజ్ సో హ్యాపీ, సో సీ who is a housemaid and she's illiterate and she could make her son study engineering. మీ అందరికీ కూడా, ఈవెన్ మీరందరూ కూడా, మీ పేరెంట్స్ చదువుకోకపోయి ఉండొచ్చు, గ్రామాల నుంచి వచ్చి ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ మీకు ఇంత మంచి కాలేజ్లో, సిటీలో చదువుకునే అవకాశం మీ తల్లిదండ్రులు కల్పించారు. సో యూ షుడ్ బి ఇండెప్టెడ్ టు యువర్ పేరెంట్స్. I feel very happy that now the parents have realized the importance of education. I think I always tell everyone that girl child, if you want to give dowry ante puttangane dowry kosam alochistaru, enta daddam pelli kosam ani alochistaru tallidandlu. But I feel that whatever you want to give for your child, it is only the education. It's only 2-word mantra which helps the girls, educate the girl. I always tell everyone that it is the 2-word mantra which we have to follow. So don't neglect your studies. It's very important. At this, you are at the best time of your life. And if you acquire the required knowledge and degrees, not only degrees, but also the knowledge and skill to survive in this competitive world, definitely you will be successful and you will be empowered. So when you see that women's empowerment, when we said that so many things, combating the discriminatory practices or the stereotypes, but we still see, when we see the status of women, there are so many issues. Day in, day out, we see so many things. Everywhere violence against women is prevalent. Entire world, if you see entire world, you can see here, any continent you take, everywhere there is violence against women. So 1 in 3 women suffer violence in some form or the other. If you think violence is only physically hurting the women, it's wrong. It's all can be emotional violence, verbal violence, and also online violence now. We also have online violence. So I know somebody is nodding his head. Yes, very true. You can also help your sister or mother. It's very much needed because still we are a minority, because we the number of women in most of the countries are very less. That's why we are minority and we are facing this problem of violation of rights. When you see here, Asia, Southeast Asia, 37.7%, highest percentage of violence is in this area. When you come to India, definitely India is said to be the rape country. We feel very shameful, when we speak about this. Crime against women in 2019, according to NCRB data, definitely has gone high, particularly rural areas, which is very worrisome, because rural areas, actually in our villages, women is regarded, respected. All these years, we never had such problems. But now even in villages, we have the problem of rapes and molestations. So when you see there are 1,45,000 rape cases pending in the courts by the end of 2019, which is definitely everyone should feel worried. They have to see that such things doesn't happen. When you see the conviction rates, very low conviction rate in these cases. Although there have been, after Nirbhaya incident, so many nice laws, actually the comprehensive laws which has come, but still we have this low conviction rate. Maybe the punishment, the punishments are very few. So maybe that is also one reason people say. When you see here, Telangana also has maximum chunk of rape victims, so rape cases. So this is about violence against women. As a woman, we have lot of roles and responsibilities. As a sister, as a wife, as a mother, as a lover, as a winner, definitely as a worker. So many roles and responsibilities. These are all challenging because multitasking has to be done by each woman every day, day in, day out, and they have to actually perform well to see that they no one appreciates them, still they have to perform well. When you see the types of violence, it starts with womb. When the girl or child is in the womb itself, we have sex selective abortions. And also, once the child is born, so much of even female feticide, physical, sexual, psychological abuses on the children. Because I have seen a child, 1.5 month baby being abused. Recently, we got a case where 1.5-year-old child was abused very severely. So it is pathetic, sometimes when you look at these cases. Similarly, when the girl attains adolescence, definitely child marriage, so many other violence, dating nowadays, elopements, even in the name of love, acid throwing or forced sex, or so many rapes in the dating relationship, or sexual harassments, and maybe taking the child into forced prostitution, pornography, online harassment, even trafficking of women, abuse, murder, so many things we see. When the woman becomes elderly also, she has to face so many things. Even as sometimes widows, or domestic violence, sexual abuse, all this is also seen. So when you see the crime rate, 45% women are slapped, kicked, or beaten in their life. 75% battered women try to commit suicide. And still 77% men feel that their masculinity is threatened if their wives did not listen to them. That's why they beat them. So 55% women perceive violence as a normal part. That is also saddest thing, because women think that they have to face all this because they are born as women. So in India, because if you see the women empowerment, United Nations has done only 50% women have bank account in India, and even they don't have a mobile phone. 50% same proportion, they don't have a mobile phone, and only 80% use internet. They are not interested in internet. It's not like that. They're not given the I think opportunity, or they don't get the opportunity to use the internet. So that is the that is also one thing which women have to, maybe they'll get empowered very soon if they know internet and how to use online services. And another survey claims that gender equality, if at all we bring it by 2025, then in India, then 700 billion US dollars is estimated. In other words, gender equality can increase the GDP by 27%. So, similarly, women comprise 40% of agricultural labor, but they have in their name, only 9% have the land in their name. So 60% also women have no valuable assets in their name. Mostly every time a woman, if at all in her name some asset has to be procured, they say that let her have along with her husband or her father. So they will not give her on her own name. So that is also an issue. But whatever they earn, they spend 90% on their income on their families. So they are so much committed to their families. So that is the status now. So when you see the sex ratio, that means every 1,000 boys, there should be 1,000 girls. Similarly, 1,000 males are there. There should be 1,000 females, but we have only in India 914 females, girls, and also Telangana 938. So our country, definitely we say that we really worship Mother Goddess, but we don't want a girl child. Similarly, if you see the marriage women, children getting married before 18, so we have 29% urban, rural 56%. And nowadays, love is a major problem. When you see the child abuse cases under POCSO, protection of children from sexual offences, we see that most of them are elopement cases, but they are all lured or maybe forcefully taken away in the name of love. So if you see, so much of deceit is there in love nowadays, and a lot of abuse is also there in the name of love. So they are facing all this. Similarly, if a girl or a woman starts working, there is sexual harassment at workplace. Even while traveling also, she has to face a lot of harassment. As already I spoke about rape cases, trafficking, acid attacks, these are all issues. And the new issue we got is, another problem is cybercrime. You all know that so much of stalking and also cyberbullying or online luring or online harassment has increased a lot, because the 20% of women who are using social media or the internet are facing all this. So this is also an issue. When you see the laws related to women in our country, I think I have seen most of the countries, we have the best laws. Actually, we have the best laws because our constitution has guaranteed equality. You know, through Article 14 to 16, it has guaranteed equality, and we got the voting rights for the women long before than several Western countries. That is the greatest thing. 1947 itself, during our independence itself, we got the universal suffrage. And the second female leader we had is Indira Gandhi, and your principal also spoke about so many women who were leaders and became role models for all other girls, all other women in India. Similarly, recently, Chandrayaan-2 had 2 female scientists who actually led the lunar mission, and in 2019. Similarly, recently, even Army has started taking Army commanders, women as Army commanders. That is also, so combating also started. Most of the countries, they don't allow women for combating, but we have the opportunity now where women also can be Army commanders. So we have all this, but still the recent 2020 World Economic Forum Gender Gap Report says that we are fallen from 108th position to 112th position in the gender equality. So we are still low. So many small countries could achieve gender equality very easily, but still we are lagging behind because of the attitude, because of the patriarchal attitudes we have, and the attitudes are not changing. That is also an issue. And I would like to show you, we have the best laws, as I said, even stopping the sex selective abortions in the womb itself. If you don't want, if you are trying to know the gender of the child, there is PCPNDT Act where you cannot give the gender of the child, and there is a penalty of 1 lakh rupees on the doctor who actually gives the gender. Similarly, we have Child Marriage Prohibition Act, we have Anti-Trafficking Act, Dowry Prohibition Act. We have recently got after Nirbhaya Act, where we talk about so many things are covered under Nirbhaya Act. It's a so comprehensive act. Even a wrong word spelled also can be punishable. 3 years imprisonment is there. So 354A to E IPC gives us so much of support in so many ways, even in pornography or stalking, or even so many things. So much of help we have under IPC. Similarly, if there is violence, 498A is there, any violence in the marriage or family. And also we have Women at Workplace Act. We have, I didn't mention here, we have Domestic Violence Act. So many laws are there to protect us, so to support us. But even we have government schemes. They have started many schemes recently since 4 or 5 years. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Yojana, which was started in 2015, which generates awareness, and also so many welfare services for the girl child. Similarly, Mahila Ye Heart is a bilingual online marketing platform. You can sell anything, any produce or anything easily. Similarly, Mahila's Shakti Kendras. These are all for empowering rural women, skilling them. And also we have working women's hostels where you can stay. And we have about 890 working women's hostels throughout the country. Similarly, we have STEP program, support to training and employment program for women. It's a STEP program for gainful employment. If you want to get employed through this STEP program, I think your college also has got such programs. Even there is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Anybody, any guardian or a parent can save for the girl child. You'll get 1 lakh rupees. So these are the schemes we have. Government has introduced women hostels, scholarships for girls, women or women's colleges, even women police stations, so many institutions we have. And we have the, I think in Telangana, even Telugu states, we have the strong self-help group movement, where most of the women, maybe all your mothers were part of these self-help groups. We have women police stations in every district. We have women courts in every district. And we also have women protection cells and even family counseling, Sakhi centers we have every district. And we also have women support centers. NGOs also running so many centers like Bharosa and so many other centers we have. We have women helpline 109100, Bhumika helpline is there, child helpline 1098 is there, and the national women helpline 108 is there. Anybody, if you have any issue, you can call 108. But what is happening? So many laws are there, so many schemes are there. What are the constraints we have for women empowerment? Definitely low literacy. And we have seen that very few women still are literate. Only 67% women are literate. That too, they are not completely, we can say, literate, because they can sign, most of them. So they don't have the knowledge where to go, whom to approach whenever there is a problem. So definitely that's why the justice is delayed. And also mostly they depend on other sources, maybe the caste sanghas or somebody who will help in the panchayats, caste panchayats or some other solace, and they just waste their money. And also there is a long pendency of cases because of COVID. Since 1 year, we don't have courts. So that is also maybe that will pile up the cases, and there are lakhs of cases pending in courts. That also adds to our problems. Similarly, gender imbalance in judges, and also mainly the rich women who can pay bribes are getting some support. But still we have hope. We have so many things. As madam said, there is a Hawkeye. You can just download this app. It's a mobile app, and there is an SOS button. If you have a problem, you can just push the button, and within no time the police can help you. Similarly, we have She Team, public spaces. The teams will red-handedly catch the culprits. And as I said, Bharosa. These are some of the Hyderabad members. You can use them. So before closing, I wanted to speak about the online harassment. How not to forego, because you're all young girls, even young boys are facing so much of harassment online. So you should know how to use the social media appropriately and vigilantly, So you should know how to be safe even on a WhatsApp. You have to be careful with whom you are talking. And also don't try to send the personal information, bank details or passport details like that. Block unwanted people. And also think before sharing. Nowadays, every WhatsApp is also scrutinized. And similarly, if you're on Facebook, you have to be very cautious. Most of the crime happening. Recently, I was reviewing about 33 cases which came to the court. And I have seen that in all the 33 rape cases, Facebook was involved. The person with whom they befriended with or from Facebook. So you have to be very cautious. The person whom you see on the Facebook are not correct persons, not true persons. So you have to have the privacy settings, and also keep your mobile phone, when you are keeping your mobile phone in your bedrooms, please put a bindi on the camera. close your camera always, because anyone can hack your camera and maybe shoot everything whatever you do privately in your bedrooms or even in toilets. Don't take the phone to the toilet. So these are some of the things you all know how to have the privacy settings, and create only the friends list with whom you can share things. Don't share everything online, and don't share your locations, your things online, and be vigilant and also be responsible online. So that I wanted to share with you all. So at the end, what is needed? We have so many, even boys today joined the webinar. So I know that you're all good boys. You're all helping your sisters, mothers at home. You're all part of this women empowerment. You want to help women to achieve things what they want. And you are all the great gentlemen here. So try to create same awareness among other people, even other women who don't know their rights, and even other men who are not behaving as they have to be. And also try to see that the legislation is implemented by making the people or see that they implement the laws. And also you can take up media campaigns, change the mindset of men. And also as a volunteer, you can also help so many women or girls out there who are having so many dreams, but they're unable to achieve their dreams because of these challenges. So women empowerment is nothing but men's support, and women rights are nothing but human rights. So you all have to help, otherwise we cannot achieve. And we have seen that in 75 years we couldn't achieve. So at least in another maybe 25 years, by the time there is centenary year of our independence, we achieve women empowerment. So this is what I wanted to share. So I'm open for questions. Anybody, if you want to ask any question, or if you have any issue, I'm open.
Questions, Nanna. Sandeep wanted to speak. Sandeep, unmute yourselves and ask.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. This is Sandeep.
Good morning, Sandeep.
Ma'am, can I speak in Telugu?
Please, Amma. Nenu Telugu ammayine maatladochu Telugulo.
Okay, ma'am. మీరు చెప్పిన ఇప్పుడు చిల్డ్రన్ హెల్ప్ లైన్ 1098 అనేది ఈ రంగారెడ్డి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కాడికి ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్ ఇన్ ది వే, మ్యామ్.
ఓకే.
షాద్నగర్ లోకల్లో
ఏం జరుగుతుంది?
షాద్నగర్ లోకల్లో 2 కేసెస్ చూసినాం మ్యామ్. ఆల్రెడీ కాల్ చేసి చూసినాం కానీ ఎవరు రెస్పాండ్ కాలేదు.
ఏమైందన్న, మీరు కాల్ చేస్తే 1098 ఏమవుతుందంటే ఒక కామన్ బేస్ కి వెళ్తుంది చెన్నైలో. అక్కడి నుంచి వీళ్ళు డైవర్ట్ చేస్తారు కాల్, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా డైవర్ట్ చేస్తారు. మామూలుగా అయితే చైల్డ్ లైన్ బాగానే వర్క్ చేస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ ఎట్ ఆల్ వాళ్ళు ఎత్తకపోయినా, రెస్పాండ్ కాకపోయినా, కైండ్లీ ట్రై అగైన్ అండ్ అగైన్. మళ్ళీ ఒక 2 సార్లైనా చేస్తే కానీ వాళ్ళకి అందుకోవడం కష్టం. షాద్ నగర్ ఏరియాలో నాకు తెలిసి ఎంవి ఫౌండేషన్ ఈజ్ రన్నింగ్ ద చైల్డ్ లైన్. మీరు డైరెక్ట్ గా కూడా వాళ్ళని కాంటాక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఏమైనా ఇష్యూ ఉందా అక్కడ షాద్ నగర్ లో?
అంటే రీసెంట్గా ఇట్ వాస్ హ్యాపెండ్ 2 years బ్యాక్ మేడం, వెన్ ఐ స్టడీడ్ ఇంటర్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్.
ఇప్పుడు చాలా ఇంప్రూవ్ అయిందమ్మా, చాలా వరకు ఇంప్రూవ్ అయింది. మేము కూడా రైల్వే చైల్డ్ హెల్ప్ డెస్క్ అని చైల్డ్ లైన్ వాళ్ళదే వరంగల్ స్టేషన్ లో నడుపుతున్నాము. మామూలుగా అయితే 1098 మీరు ట్రై చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ ఓవర్ ఇండియా వాళ్ళు ఏం చేశారంటే ఒకటే డెస్క్ నుంచి కాల్స్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు. సో అందుకని రిసీవ్ చేసుకోరు అనేది లేదు, డెఫినెట్ గా రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంటారు, రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మీకు ఇమ్మీడియట్ హెల్ప్ దొరికిందా లేదా. ఎప్పుడైనా నన్న యాక్టివిజం లో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ హెల్ప్, ఎవరికైనా హెల్ప్ చేయాలి అంటే కన్సిస్టెన్సీ, పేషెన్స్ తోటి మనం మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ ట్రై చేయాల్సిందే. అలా చేస్తేనే కానీ మనం అచీవ్ చేయలేం. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఐ రియల్లీ కంగ్రాచులేట్, మీకు ఆ ఐడియా అయినా వచ్చింది, హెల్ప్ చేయాలన్న ఐడియా. రియల్లీ ఆసమ్. యు ఆర్ ద మోస్ట్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ సిటిజన్ నేను అనుకుంటాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సందీప్. యూ ట్రై అగైన్, అండ్ వెన్ యూ సీ అ చైల్డ్ ఇన్ నీడ్, ఏదైనా నీడ్ లో చైల్డ్ ని చూస్తే డూ ట్రై టు ఇన్ఫార్మ్ పీపుల్. there are out there so many people who have to work. Okay, congrats. Thank you.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. మ్యామ్ మీరు అంతమంది లేడీస్ గురించి అంత గొప్పగా చెప్పారు మేడం. వాట్ అబౌట్ మాలావత్ పూర్ణ మ్యామ్?
మాలావత్
పూర్ణ ద యంగెస్ట్ గర్ల్.
డెఫినెట్ గా నేను ఎవరి నేమ్స్ ఇంకా తీసుకోలేదు. డెఫినెట్ గా పూర్ణ ఇస్ అ రియల్లీ గ్రేట్ లేడీ. నేను ఎప్పుడు పూర్ణనే మా పిల్లలందరికీ యాక్చువల్లీ మేము రోల్ మోడల్ గా చెప్తూ ఉంటాము. డెఫినెట్ గా మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న మోడల్స్ ని మనం తీసుకుని వాళ్ళని హైలైట్ చేసి మన పిల్లలకి చూపిస్తే వాళ్ళు కూడా వాళ్ళని ఫాలో అవుతారు. సో హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ టు పూర్ణ.
Any other questions?
మ్యామ్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ఒపీనియన్ డాక్టర్ ప్రవీణ్ కుమార్ ఐపీఎస్ సార్?
ఓ ఆయన రియల్లీ నేను ఒపీనియన్ ఇవ్వక్కర్లేదు. ఆయన హి హాస్ షోన్ విత్ హిస్ వర్క్ వాట్ హీ కెన్ డూ. డెఫినెట్ గా ఆయన ఈజ్ ఎ బెస్ట్ రోల్ మోడల్ ఇన్ ఐపీఎస్. ఆయన అలా చేయబట్టే సో మెనీ చిల్డ్రన్ కుడ్ స్టడీ నౌ, and best gurukulas we have in our state.
Thank you Sandeep. Somebody else please.
Girls, Nandini has raised her hand. Nandini, you want to ask something? లేదా మీరు చాట్ లో మీరు క్వశ్చన్ టైప్ చేయండి అన్న, చాట్ బాక్స్ లో క్వశ్చన్ టైప్.
ఓకే మేడం.
ఇక్కడ ఒకళ్ళు రాశారు, కుమారి, సోషల్ మీడియా యూజ్ చేయొద్దా అని. చెయ్యాలి, కానీ రైట్ వేలో యూజ్ చేసుకోండి అమ్మా. సోషల్ మీడియా అనేది మనం ఏదో షో ఆఫ్ చేయడానికి అన్ని పెట్టుకోవడానికి కాదు. దేర్ ఆర్ అన్టీన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ కేసెస్ డే ఇన్ డే అవుట్. మీరు కూడా చూస్తున్నారు, ఈ మధ్య జరిగిన ఈ అదేంటి లోన్స్ కోసం జరిగిన ఇది కూడా చూశారు. ఉమెన్ హెరాస్మెంట్ అయితే చాలా మంది ఉమెన్ చెప్పుకోలేక, బయటకి రాలేక, ఏం చేయాలో తెలియక సతమతం అవుతూ చాలా ట్రామాకి గురవుతున్నారు. సో సోషల్ మీడియాని మనము రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ గా యూజ్ చేసుకోండి. మీరు ఎవరికైతే మెసేజ్ పెట్టాలనుకున్నారో, ఎవరికైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వాలనుకున్నారో వాళ్ళకే చేయడం ద్వారా బెటరు. జనాలందరికీ తెలియాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారో, ఎక్కడున్నారో, ఏమిటో. దానివల్ల వచ్చేది కూడా ఏం లేదు. సో అందుకని మనము జాగ్రత్తగా వాడుకోవడమే చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. Yeah, somebody has written Mission Mangal. Definitely Mission Mangal also had a female scientist, and thank you so much for adding that.
Ma'am, we will gather all the questions from the chat, and then we will what do you call, compile it, and then so that you know you are not held up. Before we close with a vote of thanks, I want to apologize to our resource person for the bad behavior of our students for scribbling on your PowerPoint presentation. This is your last warning, students. We will not hold any kind of webinars for you in future. If this is the face of VGDC, your first year students, we have not met you face to face. We don't know what kind of students you are, but you have displayed very bad behavior by scribbling on ma'am's PPT. If you all are not interested, you all have the liberty to stay away from it. You are not forced to attend any kind of classes or webinars or extension lecture or anything that we hold for you. You are, destroying the reputation of our college when you do something like this. It's really very bad that you scribbled on ma'am's PPT. And she's of course, Mamta ma'am is like she said, she's part of our institution. I'm sure when we say sorry, she will just accept it. But then, when we have guests from outside, and when we don't know them very well, but we have bought these resource persons so that you all benefit from it and you all behave this way. It reflects badly not on you, it reflects on the institution and us teachers who are not able to, you know, make you see reason. You don't know the etiquette of online classrooms, and we've been teaching you for a month now, and this is how you behave. We are going to remove all the students who did this because we have noted down who has done it. You will not be attending any English classes in future. So make arrangements to study on your own. That's what we have to say. Sorry, ma'am, we again apologize for the bad behavior of our students. And yes.
No problem, ma'am. No problem.
No,
One last.
It's absolutely unacceptable.
I know. They have to learn. Maybe
yes,
a child.
Absolutely.
Maybe
With you, it's okay. We can
the child in them has done it. As a mother, we have to forgive them.
Children we have not met at all. We have been interacting with them online from the 7th of December. But if this is the true colors, we really need to. But we are blocking all those children who scribble, are not attending English class for the rest of the 3 years. You all can study on your own. That's done. You cannot, you don't get away with bad behavior in the English department. Now, Dr. Suchitra will propose the word of thanks. Thank you, Mamta.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I, Dr. B. Suchitra Singh, am privileged to propose vote of thanks on behalf of VGDC and Women Empowerment Cell. At the outset, I thank our today's guest, Dr. Mamta Raghuveer, for honoring us with a presence on this webinar with her inspirational talk and good information that you have passed on to students to be careful with. Thank you, madam. We are indeed honored to have a multifaceted personality among us. Thank you once again. I thank our principal, madam, Dr. Sukanya, for her keynote address. I also thank our head department of English, convener of Women Empowerment Cell, ICC, and Grievance and Redressal Cell for facilitating this program. I thank Ms. Bangla Bharti madam for her continuous support and untiring efforts in organizing this webinar. I would like to thank our staff and students for making this webinar a grand success with your presence. I once again thank one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks a lot for the
Yeah,
opportunity.
we are signing off. Thank you for attending the workshop and better behavior from tomorrow for the rest of you all who will be attending.
Tomorrow we have. And I'll be sending the feedback form in your groups. You kindly give your feedback. I'm ending this meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you.